Alright, let's continue. This thing a little lower. See a little better what's going on here maybe. I'm going to go ahead and pull the oil pump cover off right now. I'm going to pull the cam cover off next. This is a 36.7 style oil pump on here. Doesn't have the rotary vane on it, which came out in 37 or 9, I forget. Probably 39. It's all reproduction stuff. A lot of debris. See all the chicken crap marks all through there? That's some shrapnel going through your pump. I'm sure this pump's going to be pretty wasted. Oh yeah, I can see it. I'd put a panhead pump on it. Bigger. Yeah. See all the scrapes in here inside now? That's the worst area through here. Probably still usable. Feed side looks good. Yeah, you could probably use this still. It's got a few scratches in there, but being cast iron, it's pretty strong. It takes a lot of abuse. Like I said, it's got a pretty good chunk right there, but it's only in one spot. It's good over here, so it'll seal up. It'll work. Not the best, but what do you expect? It's a Harley. I don't know why the threads are all screwed up in here. Is it just the rust making it look like that? It might just be the rust. Yeah, it's a 3/8 fine thread, so yeah, it's probably just rust. It makes it look like crap. Alright. See how tight these screws are. Not very. There's still a gasket in there, so we have no in-play in our cam. So you always got to look at the stuff inside here before you take it all apart to see what else is wrong. The cam is tight, but I can move it with my fingers. See, it does rotate, but I can't move it. There it goes. There it moves. It's got in-play. It's just real tight. Now that's very loose. See the in-play on that one? That's not good. Yeah, this other one's the same way. I'm going side to side, not rocking it. It's got an 1/8 inch clearance in there, it feels like. So every time this gear goes side to side, the ignition timing changes a bunch, so it's hard to get accurate cam timing when you're doing that. That's why you want to keep those tolerances down pretty thin on the circuit breaker gear. The generator gear can be loose, but usually not that loose. But well, there's some clearance in there. The cam is definitely bound up a little bit. I don't know if it's some debris or bushing alignment. If you use a speed gun on your screws, here you go. It'll make trails across your cover when it comes apart. The screwdriver's coming out, go right across, and leave big gouges up the whole damn cover. Really looks nice. That's why you use your hand tools. You can control them. Takes a little longer, but you don't do damage. It's nice new stuff that comes off real nice. New screws, new cover, new case. It's not likely it's S&S because nothing on here says S&S on it yet. Plus their stuff usually looks a little bit better quality than what this stuff is. Not much better because it's a knucklehead. It all looks crappy. Alright, so now I gotta get this off. It doesn't just fall off. You got a couple options. Take a hammer handle, stick it back here in the gear, and just give it a whack like that. The other thing is you got the cam in here. Take the screwdriver and just pry it on the cam. As you like that method. Just go down like that. You turn the cam until it's where you can get to it, like that, and just come out like that. Try to push it out. This one we don't have much to push against. But there it goes. Came off. Split. Just slide it off after that. Now you only got a couple things you're hitting on. You got one dowel pin here and one down there. So you got to pry here and there, not here and there. If you got to pry. Try not to pry them though. But if you do, go right on the dowel area. Nothing else matters. Keep the blade flat. It's all brand new stuff. Everything in here is new. It's definitely not tight. It's just not aligned very well. I already see the unevenness in the bushing area. You see all the scratches in the bushings already from the debris. See all the wear marks on the cam face there. Now this clearance here like this isn't too bad. Now you push it all the way in against the bushing and go back and forth. If you can hear anything that going front to back this way, that's clearance in the bushing is loose. Like this is tighter clearances, but the bushing might be barrel shaped. If you got clearances this way, up or down or any direction, that's going to make a lot of noise. This here won't make much noise. This will. The cam is very mild because it's got no thickness to it, so it's definitely a stock cam. No power. Gutless. Well, anybody want to build a gutless motor? Okay, gasket is reusable probably. If you want to use it for real, we can definitely use it for mock-up. So try not to destroy that if it's still good. Okay. Hang up everything down here we're looking at's new. See, it's supposed to be clip right here holding that on. Keep seeing plays down. No clippies here. I guess he probably took it off. That's very loose. So this motor's not in running condition, it's been apart already. So this needs new bushings already in it. And then like that a little bit, you can hear clearance. These are all radius looking for some reason, I'm not sure why. Generator eating on it maybe, I'm not sure. Nobody radiuses their stuff like this, it's worn. See how nice and smooth that is? That was not made that way. Something's rubbing on it. Make sure these things aren't wobbling going up and down. I've seen a lot of new gears made bad. Definitely loose. This stuff's all pretty loose. I don't know who made these. I don't think these are Taiwan Teddy. Too good quality for him. These are really bad looking. This is all stuck up on here too. Got a piece of metal right there. That's a bushing. Oh, it's on a hole. Oh, the hole had a piece of metal in it. Okay. Why is that hollow? I've never seen a hollow shaft before. There's no reason to be hollow. No oil going through these things. Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, I don't know what that hole's for. It's new. You use your left-handed thread so you tighten and loosen. Get a quality that screw. Wobble City. To true the crank, you gotta have the screw out, then you put the screw back in. That is a micro thin washer. Jeez, I've never seen one that thin. That's been sanded like that. Yeah, that's been cut down. It's not, oh, look at that. Oh, that's not even close to being flat. Yeah, look at that. Wobble City. These are normally 100 thou or bigger. Usually 110 to 120. This thing is down there. Probably about 90 over here. About 60 on that side. So this was probably locked up in there or something. I have no idea we got a big hole like that in here. I've never seen that before. Their idea of a screen. Curved plate. Haven't seen that before either. A lot of metal through there. Yeah, I don't know what all these slots and stuff are for. I haven't called seen those before. That case is really screwed up. Pretty bad. Probably not that loose, but yeah, it's loose. Yeah. We're on it. Not much you can do about it. That's pretty bad. Yeah. So I got Allen's in here holding these in. Probably clean these up, run my external hone on them and make them round again and clean them up and then put new bushings on the gears and put it back together correctly. Got to find out why there's no end play on this. Surface is horrible. I don't know if it's worth buying another breather. It'll tighten up a little bit because it's a little torn up. But you at least got to clean up this surface and get it smooth again a little bit. Which will make it looser. So no matter what you do, you make it looser. You're going to have this coated with some coating. Tighten it up. That's one trick you can do. They make piston coatings. You can coat the breather with a piston coating and make it fit in the claw. There's tricks you can do that they didn't used to have in the old days. These are definitely repop cases. Alright, there you go. That's what that looks like. Alright, more tools. Be back.